Welcome to Theme Park HD, where we bring you the latest and greatest to theme parks, special events, experiences, and even some sports. Join us as we bring you our mid-June update, including the latest rides installed in Puss in Boots and Jurassic World, as well as some other major hotel updates and more. Let's go! Right off the bat, we have liftoff in the northwest corner of the park as we move counterclockwise around the park perimeter as we make our way to the front of the hotel, where we'll dive deeper into some of the key updates there before heading into the interior of the resort. For now, enjoy this beautiful Father's Day drone 4K point of view capture. As we face the Tower of Terror. Oops, wrong park, genre and IP. Okay, maybe we were at Disney the last 2 weeks, so excuse our mess. We noticed minimal progress to the front of the hotel. However, we do see new work completed on the roof for the control room, and then as we head to the east wing of the hotel, we'll see the multicolored paints being applied that will bring this hotel's concept artwork to life within the vibrant palette. As we just mentioned, here is an up-close and personal look of how the hotel will showcase its colorful exterior. Buckle up, Frisco, and taste the rainbow! As we head eastward away from the hotel and into the Spongebob corridor, you can see these buildings being primed for some masonry work. With the park site being closed for Father's Day, we were granted some great point of views on this visit. Hope you enjoy these up close and personal looks. Looping around the hotel to the interior park side, we see here the wing primed for the paint we just viewed on the east wing. You can also see a good view of Gabby's dollhouse, which will house an immersive shopping and play experience in this themed area. As we head westward down the yellow brick road to Oz, wait! Wrong IP and venue again. We stroll past Rhonda's Trollfest Express, the kid-friendly 24-foot high coaster, before we head into the main Trolls Land area. Now inside Central Trolls Land, we pass by the buildings that will host the Trollify Me dress-up experience, the themed Trolls Eats Dining, and then King's Trollex Techno Dance Stage venue, as seen on the screen with the covered seating area. Having first revealed the Zamperla's Samba 8 Tower, aka the to-be-named Trolls Balloon Ride, We swoop in for a closer look around this ride and how it views against the coaster as well as Trolls Land. Leaving Trolls Land and being welcomed by Shrek, we don't see a ton of noticeable progress here. However, upon further look, we do see more of the Q house coming together for Shrek's Swamp Kart Speedway as we head into the Puss in Boots land. As we spend some time over the next few minutes here with Puss in Boots, while we don't know exactly how the buildings you see here on the screen with the Spanish flair will shape up with the attractions, we do know that in this area, quote unquote, there will be a kiddie adoption drive that is in full swing with colorful decorations, sideshow games, fun rides, and some festive food. We stated at the beginning that there were 2 new rides that were installed or had gone vertical since our visit just 2 weeks ago. Here is reveal number 1. Drumroll please. Puss in Boots Flying Carousel, which is the unofficial name at this point till a trademark is filed with IP. All we are missing now is the actual swings. Heading into Jurassic World, we showcase another ride we brought to you from one of our May visits, the Zamperla Jumping Tower. Still, only one of the 2 towers is installed to date. We haven't seen the arrival of the number 2 in the ride staging lot yet. We hope it wasn't sent to the wrong park. Taking a deeper dive into these 2 progressing structures here, we see the circular tent-like building that will host Jurassic character meets and greets, as well as a large building that will be home to an inside immersive dinosaur experience. War please! Yes, we have liftoff here with the second roller coaster at Universal Kids Resort going vertical, aka the Cretaceous Coaster, another family-friendly coaster that will anchor both this land and the east side of the park. We see here both the gray steel risers as well as some of the blue track already installed. More of this ride is currently in the standby queue in the parking lot. Heading into the center of the park, Minions Water Mania, we don't see a ton of new updates to the river attraction itself. However, as we head towards the right side of the attraction, we do see the Demolition Derby ride becoming more permanent within this footprint. Can we not get some love for Spongebob and his Rock and Tug ride? Since making its debut over a month ago, this ride has literally been parked. We do see some other parts being staged in the storage lot, so hopefully we will see some love given to SpongeBob on our next visit. Come on, let's go! Here in SpongeBob, we see the early formings for some of the structures that will house some of the themed concession stands as well as souvenir shops. Heading out of the main park area and into some of the back lots, we see more of the large warehouse going vertical before we head into the storage lot where we see some of the aforementioned rides staged for install. As we bring you an east to west and south to north flyovers, we want to remind you that the opening date is less than 12 months, again, less than 12 months away, and the clock is ticking, and all of a sudden there seems to be a lot of work to do. While the majority of the rides will install like a plug and play format, many of the building's aesthetics, theming, and interiors have some major hurdles to clear over these next few months. As they say in Texas, the heat is on! Well, we made it to the end of our marathon today, bringing you some of our best captured drone point of views to date. Stay with us as we can come back to you in just 2 weeks to share the latest Universal Kids Frisco update. Be sure to like and subscribe to our Theme Park HD channels. It's summertime, let's go!